A legendary TV producer pulled Spinal Tap back from the brink. Today is the 40-year anniversary of the beloved rock and roll mockumentary. So from inspiring Harry Potter to the news about a sequel, here's everything you never knew about This Is Spinal Tap. Spinal Tap was born out of some improv between Michael McKean and Christopher Guest on the 1978 sketch comedy pilot The TV Show. When they decided to turn this idea about a fake band into a movie, director Rob Reiner secured $60,000 from Marble Arch Productions for he, McKean, Guest, and Harry Shearer to write a script. But they quickly realized that no script could capture the energy of what they wanted to do. So they went out, and over the course of 4 days, they shot a 20-minute proof-of-concept short film instead. Unfortunately, Marble Arch didn't want it, and neither did most of the Hollywood studios. According to TCM, studio execs didn't get why someone would want to make a movie about a band that doesn't exist. And some suggested that it should be a broader comedy with more easy-to-understand jokes. But then, TV's biggest producer, Norman Lear, stepped in. He, of course, worked with Rob Reiner on All in the Family, and he gave them $2 million to make the movie. In case you're not aware, Spinal Tap is almost entirely improvised. Actors had outlines for how scenes began and ended, but everything in between they just made it up. Reiner then tried to get the entire cast credited as writers, but the Writers Guild didn't go for it. They hired documentary cameraman Peter Smockler to be the cinematographer, which gives it that authentic documentary look. Guest, Shearer, McKean, and Reiner all wrote the original songs in the movie. Dana Carvey and Billy Crystal have small cameo roles as mimes. Reiner's character name, Marty DeBurgi, is an homage to Martin Scorsese, Brian De Palma, Steven Spielberg, and either Fellini or Antonioni. The scene of them getting lost backstage was inspired by an actual video of Tom Petty being lost backstage at a music venue. Jimmy Page, Robert Plant, Dee Snider, and Ozzy Osbourne all found that scene very relatable, saying they too have gotten lost backstage. Indeed, many musicians have praised the movie over the years for how realistic it is. U2's The Edge said the first time he saw it, he didn't laugh, he wept because it was so painfully true. But apparently when Steven Tyler saw the movie, he didn't find it funny. The phrase goes up to 11 comes from Spinal Tap, and it's the only movie on IMDB that lets you give it 11 stars. The author of Harry Potter says that Hogwarts' inability to hold down a defense against the dark arts professor was inspired by Spinal Tap's many temporary drummers. The movie only made $4.7 million in theaters, but went on to generate hundreds of millions more on home video after becoming a cult classic. And yes, a sequel is currently in the works, like right now. In November, Rob Reiner told Deadline that the whole cast is returning and that they're set to shoot it this month in New Orleans.